Hello, you're watching Bold Science with Firuza, and today I want to tell you a story that began back in my school years and eventually led me to one of the most astonishing revelations of my scientific life. When I was in school, we were taught
class.
gravity through
Today
Newton's law of universal gravitation.
mechanics.
I solved hundreds of problems, felt confident. Everything was clear, logical, physical. At university, the same thing. The same gravitational force, the same formulas, only the problems became a bit more complicated. Towards the very end of the mechanics course, a little bit of special relativity. And that seemed to be it. At least that's what I thought as a graduate of a university physics department. And then, suddenly, after receiving my diploma, I learned something that made me deeply uneasy at first. There exists a second gravity, Einstein's gravity. And it doesn't just differ, it cancels Newton's gravity. According to Newton, gravity is a force. According to Einstein, there is no force, none at all. Nothing pulls on anything, nothing acts on anything. Instead of a force, the curvature of space-time. I remember my astonishment. How could this be? A force that holds the moon, the planets, entire galaxies suddenly turned into intricate structures of highly complex Riemannian geometry. Why did such a dramatic flip happen? I'll say it right away. This is a topic scientists rarely talk about, not because it's difficult, it's simply uncomfortable. The way gravity is explained to school students, university students, engineers, and the way theoretical physicists talk about it. These are two very different things. These two explanations are not just different, they contradict each other. So, in school and university, we are taught that gravity is a force. Bodies attract each other. Mass acts on mass. There is acceleration, energy, work. Everything is wonderful, clear, logical. Humanity has been using this knowledge for 300 years, from calculating bridges to launching space missions. And now, the second version. Theoretical physicists say gravity doesn't exist. It's not a force. It's the curvature of space. Mass doesn't attract anything. It only changes the geometry of space. So what is going on? Why in school physics one thing, while professional physics is another? And how did it happen that the most fundamental phenomenon of nature has two incompatible explanations? Why did Einstein take such a radical step and invent geometric gravity at all? The reason is that he was solving real problems in Newton's theory. Problem number one, instant action. According to Newton, gravity acts instantly. If the sun were to disappear, the Earth would know about it immediately. But there are no instantaneous interaction in nature. The speed of light is the limit. Problem number two, light bends in gravity. But according to many theories, a photon has no mass. So why should a force act on something that has no mass? Problem number three. Many physicists, including Einstein and Eddington, considered this the main problem. The mass of a body depends on its velocity. And if mass is not constant, Newton's law becomes ill-defined. And so Einstein made a bold and at the same time risky move. He removed force as a physical concept altogether. Masses no longer attract anything. They merely curve space-time. Bodies and light move along these curves. There is no gravitational force at all. Everything is geometry. Beautiful? Yes. Mathematically elegant? Without a doubt. But this beauty has a dark side. Physics disappears. Geometry doesn't create force. Geometry doesn't work. Geometry doesn't explain why things fall. It only describes the path along which they move. We feel weight. But according to general relativity, there is no force at all. The contradiction didn't disappear, it became deeper. And then the main question arises. If Einstein's version is so correct, why do schools still teach only Newton? The answer is simple. First, it works. In 99% of practical problems, rockets, satellites, bridges, orbits, everything works perfectly. Engineering lives by Newton. Second, general relativity is too complex. Tensors, Riemannian geometry, curvature, this cannot be explained to a school student. And even to university students, it is almost impossible. Third, intuition is against it. A human feels weight, feels force. Force feels real, but general relativity says there is no force. Space is just curved in a strange way. That is impossible to explain to someone holding an apple and feeling its weight. They feel a force, not a curvature. If Einstein's model were taught in school, any student would ask, so what actually pulls objects toward each other? And the teacher would have nothing to answer. So everyone stays silent. This is not a conspiracy. It is an internal conflict of physics. Physicists know perfectly well that Newton is a force. Einstein is geometry. These two pictures are incompatible. And instead of honestly admitting the problem, the system prefers to explain. These are just different descriptions of the same thing. But this is not true. One description involves a force, the other involves the absence of force. Force cannot both exist and not exist at the same time. It's either one or the other, both at once impossible. It's like saying at the same time that fire is hot and fire is cold, just in different approximations. That doesn't work. Why am I talking about this? Because scientific progress is impossible without honesty. We must understand that gravity is a physical influence that connects bodies across the entire universe. And if this influence was mistakenly declared to be geometric curvature, then it means that we stop searching for the real physical mechanism, replaced physics with mathematical poetry, and got stuck in a beautiful but contradictory picture. To move forward in fundamental physics, we need to start talking about this openly, right now, honestly, without fear. When physics stops seeing reality, it's time to change it. And gravity is exactly such a case. We've only touched the surface. The topic of gravity is like an iceberg. Above the water, everything looks smooth, familiar, comfortably Newtonian. But below the surface, there is enormous depth, hidden currents, contradictions, implicit assumptions, and things textbooks carefully avoid. I will return to this topic many times in future videos, and believe me, it will only get more interesting. I will talk about things you will never hear in school physics courses or in university programs. You will see how gravity behaves near strong fields, how it affects light, time, and energy, and why an honest view of gravity opens the path to a completely new and correct physics. We will analyze what is usually left unspoken. We will touch questions that even many professional physicists are afraid to address. I promise you, it will be intense, it will be fascinating, and perhaps for the first time You will see gravity as it really is, without embellishment, without mythology, without beautiful geometric euphemism. So, if you like this conversation and want to learn more, stay with me, like the video, subscribe, so you don't miss new episodes. Amazing things are ahead. We're just getting started.